Hi, boys and girls. Today, I want to talk to you about mindfulness, and mindfulness is just a way of creating a safe space in your mind so that you can think about when you get those worries and those strong feelings of upsetness, how you can kind of calm yourself down. And as hard as it may be, you can actually let those things go. So let's read. It's called Positive Ninja. And the ninja is asking, do you think this glass is half full or half empty? So this is alluding to a common thing that people bring up, which is like positive people see the glass as half full. They think not about the fact that half of it is empty. They focus in on the fact that half of the glass is full. It could be totally empty, but half is full. And negative people kind of think about the glass as, well, I don't have half of the glass full. I don't have. They focus on what they don't have instead of focusing in on the things that we can be grateful for. Okay. Positive Ninja radiated positivity, so much so that it amazed her friends. When Positive Ninja accidentally stepped in rain puddles, she would simply say, I'm so grateful that we have rain to water my backyard plants. Wow, that's really hard. It's not to say we can't feel upset when something bad happens, but it's important to remember, like, yeah, this bad thing happened, but also I know that I have something good in my life, and she does a really good job of that. Then, the day she fell down the stairs, she remarked, well, that's one way to go down fast. Wow, she's so positive. If her pencil broke while she was drawing, she would exclaim, guess that pencil needed a break. Time for a new one. Yes, Positive Ninja was absolutely positive and happy, but that was not always the case for Positive Ninja. No, once upon a time, she could be really quite negative. And I think this is like one of the reasons I like this is because a lot of people think like, oh, you're so positive. How do you stay so positive? And it's not like it's just magic that I just magically feel that way. It's that I work at it using my mind to focus in on the things that are good. And if you keep looking for things, you start to see them more and more. Like, for example, when you're outside and you're going outside, if you are just playing around, you might not notice birds, but then if you start to look and listen for them, you'll see them and you'll hear them and you'll start noticing them more. The same with positivity. If you start looking for things that are good, looking for things that are positive, then you will start to see them more and more because positivity attracts positivity. But let's keep reading. At a soccer game, she would scream, "This is impossible! I'm no good at this." When she played piano during piano practice, she would shout, "I'm no good at this." While doing homework, she would say, "I can't do this. I can't." That's when I hear as a teacher sometimes. I just think like, no, you can't do it yet. And that maybe you need help, but always try to frame it in a positive way. Not doing well at something is the first step into learning how to do it because you got to start somewhere. Until one day, her friend, Kind Ninja, oh, I bet she's kind, suggested that she tried a fun way to change her thinking. Do you want me to show you? What you do is you catch your negative thought. So here we can imagine just in our minds catching that negative thought, like stopping it. All right. Next, blow it into a balloon. So in your mind, you're imagining blowing that negative thought away into a balloon. And then imagine letting the balloon go. And as the balloon is floating away, you're thinking about how I'm not thinking about that. I recognize that that upset me, that I was angry, that I was mad, and that's valid. But I'm also not going to let it ruin the rest of my day. I'm going to let it go. And sometimes visualizing, that means imagining things, helps us to let things go easier. At least it works really well for me. Visualization works really well for me. Now you have rooms for positive thoughts, like, I can be good at this as long as I keep trying. Or, if I practice more, I will get better. And Positive Ninja saying, I don't know if I can do this. So Positive Ninja tried it. She imagined that she caught her negative thoughts and blew them into a bubble. Then she let the bubble go. And do you know what happened next? It worked. From that day on, she felt a whole lot less negative and a whole lot happier. Using this balloon strategy could be your secret weapon against negative thoughts. I can do anything. So right now, if you have something that's negative or bad that you're feeling, I want you to imagine blowing it into a balloon and releasing the balloon to float away. And now say to yourself, I can do this. I will be okay. Sometimes if balloons don't work for you, I also think about a river. I think of my favorite place, which for me is like when I'm hiking, I can see like a creek, and actually where I got proposed to, there was a waterfall. And I can imagine that in my mind very clearly. The important thing is for you to imagine something that you know. So like balloons, most people know. That's why the book uses balloons. But for me, it's a river. That's like a calming place for me. I can even play the noises of a river in my mind while I'm thinking these things. And then I will tie my negative thought to a little leaf or a string or a stick, and I will put it in that river that I know is flowing, and I will just watch that negativity float away, and I will just think, all right, I acknowledge that was bothering me. That was making me mad, making me feel bad, making me feel all kinds of things. But I can't do anything about that right now, so I'm going to let it go. And a lot of these things, you just have to think to yourself, is there anything I can do right now that will change what's happening right now? If the answer is no, then you got to let it go until you can do something about it. Okay? So using this balloon strategy could be your secret weapon against negative thoughts. And then they have some links here they have hashtag Ninja Life Hacks, and there's even a YouTube channel, Grow Grit. So I can encourage you to check it out if this was helpful for you. And I really like this book. I think it's really neat. And I hope that you try out your own Positive Ninja. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.